by the officials to get somebody into the ring than the MMA?
Well, right off the bat, you don't have to check their fingers, so much. They're always looking at their fingernails. They, they're looking they're more interested in, greasy substances because of submissions and sliding around. Whereas for this, it's like Vaseline, gloves are good, tape's good, get on in there.
Yeah, let's rock and roll. All right, they're all ready to go. Let's throw it back now and get the second introductions for bout number 2 here at TCB 28. Chris, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the TCB Super Welterweight division. This is a Glory Rules Muay Thai bout, and it is brought to you by our friends at Freedom Bail Bonds of Fairfax, Virginia. Everybody loves freedom. And Mahana Fresh, positively fresh and positively delicious. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6'2" and weighing in at 154 pounds, fighting out of Lotus Thai Boxing, it's Robbie Pretty Boy Parks!
Robbie Parks, he's 6'2", 154, fighting out of Lotus Thai Boxing.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 154 pounds, fighting out of Level Up, it's Leo Hutchins!
Hutchins, 5'10", 154, fighting out of Level Up. This one's going to be a good one.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the TCB Super Welterweight division. It is brought to you by Freedom Bail Bonds and Mahana Fresh, and your referee is Scott Howard.
As we get Chris out, Scott Howard will be the referee again for bout number 2. It's scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. This one's sponsored by Mahana. Scott Howard gets Chris Fuller out of there. We're going to touch gloves right on top of the TCB logo, and here we go.
I'll tell you what, the height difference does not look 4 inches.
That's what I said. I did when they were walking in, it didn't look that much different. Robbie Parks will be in the black trunks. He'll have the black gloves. He'll have the red shin guards with red tape. Hutchins, he'll be in the black and red trunks with blue shin guards, blue tape with black gloves.
It's interesting. For 2 long, rangy guys, they're fighting very, very close together.
Very tall. Very tall. Like, we just don't normally see this type of height. To me, they're both either 5'10" or 6'2".
Ooh, big front kick. Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Ooh, good left hand followed up with that kick.
Now, that was the second time that Robbie had cocked that kick. Big shots here, landed. Man, I'll tell you, Leo snaps that kick up to the sky very, very quickly.
Ooh. Just missed there from Robbie Parks.
Parks got to be a little bit careful with his hands down.
But I was getting ready to say, Parks has really got his hands down by his waist, and he's got his face wide open. Is that a bait? Hey, come get me?
Well, it's different styles, right? Because we're looking at Leo doing the same thing. The thing I'll tell you is that Leo brings his hands up right there. Oh, he's getting cracked there, but he brought his hands up in the exchange.
Couple of good shots there from Robbie Parks, right to the side of the face of Hutchins.
Leo landed a really crisp left hand there, though, on the way in.
Parks in total control of this as Leo backs up here. But I'm going to tell you, when Leo cracks it up there, man, it's quick and really under control.
I mean, that's beautiful technique there, and he's cutting angles, too, as he's throwing it.
Good right hand. That's nice 2 counter. Right hands from Parks.
Yeah, good counter there from Parks and on the way out. Parks is throwing really good volume, really good combinations. I think Leo's doing a good job of throwing punches and angling off. And that was a very action-packed first round.
That's when it gets fun here at TCB. Scott Howard finishes it up, sends both fighters back to their seconds. And another one sitting, one standing. I don't know if that make much difference to anybody else, but I don't know why I pay attention to that because there we go.
No, it's interesting. Interesting details, right? Different styles, different guys, both end up sitting down now. Like, calm yourself. I never read too much into the science of that. Just like we were talking about with the walkouts. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But then again.
But it's also the thing that I watched. How many people take out their mouthpiece in the corner and how many people leave it in?
Yeah.
Like, I would get that out. I want as much wind in there. I want to recover as quick as possible. Like, I can remember at football practice, that was coming out. Like, I needed that out of there.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, a good fitting mouthpiece, I see it a lot of times with my guys when I'm coaching them. I'm like, hey, stop chewing on your mouthpiece because you could tell it's not fitting and they're kind of like opening their mouth for that reason, to breathe more. But then when they're in an exchange, they bite down, and that's what puts the mouth guard into place. You want one that, is there but isn't moving around on you. So I say that as just a small difference, whereas in football, you got that top and bottom, you probably can't wait to throw that thing out.
Here we go. Started round number 2. They touch gloves right on top of the TCB logo and come out swinging. Oh, good
Big,
right hand!
Big
Another
right
hand!
Robbie's on wobbly legs here. Oh, man. Leo's landing.
Leo's missing the capitalization. Oh, another right hand! Oh, it's a third one!
Another right hand.
Oh, my gosh!
And they're going to be a standing 8 count here. They're going to do a standing 8.
Scott Howard stopped it. Holy cow! Robbie Parks caught Leo Hutchins, I would say 5 to 6 times in the same spot on the left side of the head. The very first one that caught him, Charles, almost knocked him out cold.
Yeah, that rocked him pretty good. And, that's what we were talking about. Your hands down in the exchange. And now, look, if you're Leo, I know you like your kicks, but that's where your success is. Drive forward and throw the punches. And if you're Robbie, relax. Sit on the outside. Avoid getting hit, right? You don't want to get gun shy right here.
And standing toe-to-toe, why not move around right now?
Right. Keep moving. Get out of the way. Angle off. Put yourself in a position where you're not going to take any more damage here because you got another minute of this, and he's probably still on somewhat wobbly legs. And there's that front kick again, and I thought Robbie's doing another big shot, but he countered there really well.
Oh, look at those shots. They're trading them. The blood's starting to trickle down out of Robbie Parks' right nostril.
Both guys are in a position where they're not getting their head off the center line, so when they start closing the distance, these shots are landing. But they have such good kicks, so I think they're in a position where they both are used to throwing really creative kicks from different angles, but then when the punches start coming, it's like, all right, now we're throwing.
Good elbows. Scott Howard breaks them up. The exhaustion level starting to kick in for Robbie Parks. He has the red shin guards on with the black trunks. 10 seconds left to go. Backing them up. Leo Hutchins in total control of this fight as of right now. And look, Robbie Parks has taken some blows. That is some tough shots.
Yep.
And to be able to still stand up and still do a little showboat to try to let everybody know he's okay, which is probably like telling the judges, hey, I'm good.
Well, it was something, right? I mean, he was almost down on his feet, but then at one point I thought I saw him dig in, and he just started ripping right back, and he landed a couple good counters. It's just when you're in that position where you're in a dazed state, you've been hit, you can only take so much damage before eventually it accumulates and you're going down. Look, with that said, it was a standing 8 count. That's going to be Leo's round, but Leo worked real hard to get him out of there and couldn't. So if you're Robbie, you're getting your wits back about you, you're recovering. All right, let's start. Let's avoid getting hit. Let's keep the fight at range, but let's get Leo on his back foot and get our head off the center line.
Almost saved by the bell type of situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, for both guys, hey, as you're driving forward, get your head off the center line because that's where the counter is going to be.
All right, here we go. Start of round number 3 as we get the seconds out of there. There's the bell. They touch gloves right on top of the TCB logo. Robbie still coming out strong. Hutchins throwing some shots, though. Couple of knees. I think he got some directions in there. Oh, he's coming out strong.
Robbie's putting it on him.
Robbie Parks is really turning this thing around. I'm sure they told him, hey, look, you lost round 2. You might have lost round 1. You have to knock this guy out.
Yeah, and Robbie's doing a good job now keeping his hands up, and his combinations are coming from his face. Leo's got to be doing the same because he starts throwing those punches from his waist, and there's just a big difference on the power.
Little couple of things that we just missed right there was some good legs kicks to the backside. Almost took out Robbie Parks standing still.
Oh, big shot again.
Leo under control, looks very composed, but I'm going to tell you, Robbie Parks' corner is telling him to go 2 minutes and go all out right now.
Leo's composed, but I'll tell you, it looks like he's tired, and it really looks like Robbie is taking advantage of this.
I agree, but I think the only way he wins this is he's got to knock him out. Got to knock him down, got to be stopped. Good left hand, another good left hand from Robbie Parks. Little flying knee in there.
If Robbie can avoid the clinch, I know it's working right now because he's getting Leo tired, but as he closes the distance, just let those hands go, and you're going to find the success you're looking for. Good leg kick.
Another good leg kick from both fighters as Robbie Parks puts his chin right in the chest of Leo Hutchins.
It looked like one did go a little bit low there.
We'll stop the clock here with about 30 seconds left to go, which will give some, I don't know, this could be more beneficial to Robbie Parks.
Well, he's been taking this fight to Leo, And I'll also tell you, like, because he's been driving forward and exerting all this energy, the break that he's getting now to put it back on Leo, I actually think will benefit him. To your point, Leo's pretty tired. He's got to do something else here, and he's got to avoid the clinch.
His hands up.
He's got to get his hands up, and you're absolutely right. And he's right here. See, he's throwing the kick as Robbie's coming forward, and now he's ending up in the same position. He's got to let the hands go and start angling off to set up the kick. Oh, a big shot right there.
Good right hand from Robbie Parks as he makes his way back here in round 3. Here comes a standing 8 count. And I think this will do it. I don't think we'll get to the end of the round. 10 seconds left to go. Let's see what happens right here. 5 seconds probably left to go. Oh, good front kick from
Oh, a big right hand from Leo.
Another good right hand.
Wow, what a fight. What a fight. You know, this is going to be an interesting one to call. Obviously, the second round was all Leo. The third round was all Robbie. That means it really comes down to that first round, which, by the way, was incredibly close. You know, I mean,